Jackie Christie, the infamous crazy lady, just got sentenced. Is the same lady who made a charity function a yelling disagreement agent. You better take a seat, because this story is not just a drama but extensive. The biggest question is this the end of Jackie's era of over-the-top acts from all the drama on Basketball Wives to an actual courtroom drama? There are untitled tapes, shocking occurrences in the courtroom, and a verdict that stunned all present. Then there's Doug. Oh, you really shouldn't even begin me on Doug Christie. The husband who appeared to keep quiet on reality TV is now in trouble for possibly being the one pulling strings behind the scenes. This story provides a lot more than initially appears. Jackie is preparing for a big comeback, perhaps even from behind bars. Is this the final tumble of reality? TV's most unpredictable star. Get your popcorn ready, because what you will be hearing will amaze your mind. This is more than a scandal here. This could ruin all Jackie has built. We have all the dirty pieces. This is just beginning. Let's go back because signs were everywhere, but no one wanted to see them prior to handcuffs being put on. Prior to courtroom falling silent and prior to Jackie's mugshot going viral. Jackie Christie was not unfamiliar with controversy. She actually lived in it. She danced on the brink of craziness for years, constantly near a scandal. But this time she went beyond mere flirtation with danger. She wed him, moved in, and handed him the keys to her life. Months ago. The whispers started, little cues dropped on Twitter, enigmatic tick-ups and gossip blogs. They said something big is approaching. Jackie is hiding something, they cautioned, but we were too engrossed in her wine-filled arguments and dramatic reality TV exit from view. To see it started with a party Jackie threw in Malibu, it went beyond all reasonable bounds. Think black helicopters, secret letters, and a guest list so exclusive Doug did not know most of the names from rumors. Say this was not another fancy party, it was a cover-up. Jackie was hiding behind all that glitz. Something insiders told me it was everything. Things got darker when one of Jackie's former assistants, who we will call Tasha to protect her privacy, sent shocking details. Tasha alleged in a chain of anonymous letters that Jackie was involved in a sophisticated money laundering operation, impossible even for the authority. Tasha alleged Jackie transferred millions of dollars secretly into offshore bank accounts through her charity organization. One letter went so far as to say, "One moment we were handing out scholarships, and the next she was wiring charitable funds to a Cayman Island sleazy bank. And we can't miss Doug, the doting husband who tirelessly stood by Jackie on TV." Now, though some argue he might have been a real-life step ahead of Jackie, although insiders say Doug was actually about money laundering, hush money, and secret deals, multiple accounts point to Doug attending apparently charitable events. And what about the viral video that vanished mere hours after it was uploaded online? A security camera clip from Jackie's house surfaced, showing her yelling into a burner's phone about someone not keeping quiet. She is pacing and becoming agitated in the video before storming off and smashing the phone and leaving. Should that not raise suspicions? I'm not sure what further to search for. The web lost their minds. Reddit threads evolved into full-blown conspiracy theories. Twitter detectives started reconstructing Jackie's timeline. Like a crime show, Jackie's charity hadn't paid taxes in 3 years. One post remarked on another, commenting that a number of Jackie's close friends had disappeared without cause, former stylists, business partners, even a cousin who relocated to Canada and never came back. However, the twist is here. Dari Lee, Jackie's daughter, who has had a troubled relationship with her mother, made a mysterious remark that further complicates things on social media. The news spread like wildfire, she posted on her story. "I tried to warn all of you with a blurry photo of a court document. I have been fighting this for years. Often the truth is less lovely than fiction." People started to speculate immediately. At least Takari decided to tell the truth. Was this just another tactic in their long public endeavor? Or was she the hidden informant supplying information to the authorities' prosecutors in court? Alleged they possessed more than 300 pages of banking records, wire transactions, and recorded interactions connecting Jackie to a colossal financial scam across 3 nations and covering 2 decades. Jackie, as stated by the prosecutors, made lots more exploitation of her reality TV fame than mere publicity. She allegedly used it as a cover. She was charged with running phony charitable events, paying appearance fees to sham businesses, and even bribing some cast members into silence about what occurred behind the camera's picture. Yourself on a reality show in secret laundering money, if you attempted to fabricate this story, you would not believe it. And thus the trial began. Reporters, fans, bloggers, and even two former basketball wives who were seated at the back, straining to stay out of sight, packed the courtroom with her lawyers. Jackie wore all black and resembled a villain from a soap opera more than someone who was in court. The prosecution wasn't shy, and the judge spoke harshly. Jackie was depicted as the mastermind of a giant scam built on deceit and dishonesty through charm. One attorney even alleged that Jackie had financed a lifestyle she could not pay for unless she had stolen it by employing her fame to shut up victims, intimidate witnesses, and shut up other attorneys. Then, just when things were looking like they could not get any worse, a surprise witness was called. Last minute flown in from Atlanta was Jackie's former close friend and business partner. She testified that Jackie once confided in her everything while they were drinking wine, describing the whole operation as a backup should Hollywood fail. This wasn't merely a scam. Jackie's scheme for getting out of trouble emerged. But part one of the story is here. The court hearing ended for the day before we could learn more. In second part, we will analyze the evidence, the betrayals, and public reaction. You will not believe whom Jackie betrayed or what the leaked tape disclosed way back in the online world. The courtroom saga didn't abate. Twitter became a platform for debate. Jackie's courtroom drawings were rampant on Instagram. On Tycob, citizens started playing detectives breaking down Jackie's alleged criminal life as if it was a hit TV show. Let us now examine the evidence. The leaks did not arrive gently when they initially started. They came fast. Just hours after the mystery witness had finished testifying, an unknown source shared a Google Drive link with the headline, Jackie's folder. The truth, though we are not saying we opened it if we had, it would have consisted of voice notes, bank screenshots, plane tickets to Switzerland, and even a memo Jackie claimed to have sent to her assistant, telling her to get rid of all records before auditors arrived. One cannot develop a narrative this type, though they were not clear. The voice notes, there were loads. They seemed to keep Doug in the know recorded. Jackie talking about moving money prior to it being frozen, making donations to her own bank accounts and informing her close friends. Jackie claims in one of the videos, "If this leaks, I am done. We are all done." Naturally, it leaked too. The banknotes came in next. There were wire transfers to overseas accounts, some in Jackie's name and others in aliases. One fake name kept reappearing. Jay Edwards' fans started searching. They learned that this name linked a Bahamas company linked to an imaginary business Jackie previously worked for, assisting young people. And keep in mind Jackie's fundraiser. She held featuring auctions for money community leaders and guest speakers. Well, it was all a scam, alleges an anonymous caterer who worked at the event in a now-deleted Instagram post. She stated that none of the proceeds went to benefit the kids, and that the panelists were just paid actors. The caterer informed me she watched her take the donations, go into a back room, then lock the door. Let us now turn our attention to Doug. Additional videos from airport security cameras of Doug and Jackie getting on a private plane, weeks prior to the charges, were brought up to date. They appeared nervous. Doug was not as clean as he appeared, states someone who worked previously for their accountant. They said that Doug was not simply standing by his wife. He helped Jackie with money flow through his own consulting company. He assisted with filing the documents. One of the oddest facets was Jackie supposedly having a private storage unit. Within, Christina J. Douglas and cops found 2 laptops, burner phones, shredded papers, and piles of cash. How did we find out the unit was searched only a couple of days prior to the charges being filed? As the trial began, everyone wanted to know who made the tip, which led the unit to be searched. Fans believed it was none other than Takari Lee, Jackie's daughter. Let's take a break now to briefly discuss Takari. She went live on Instagram, alone with raw emotion, without makeup or filters. She stated with tears in her eyes, "You all thought I was crazy, but my mother has been keeping this secret for years. I saw the lies, the manipulation, the false charities." She then waved a USB stick and stated, "They will hear the truth whether she likes it or not." Her account disappeared mysteriously just moments later. While some asserted Jackie's lawyers made it go away, other people thought it was deleted in some way. In any case, it just made things worse. The fans were responding, not just watching. Instagram became a site for honest conversation. One wrote, "Jackie always radiated villain energy. She was doing something sinister, I knew." Another said she was quoting Bible lines while stealing cash. Even celebrities were involved. Teddy Roman tweeted, "I have noticed that energy knows, let it know." Kuala Lumpur Pargo shared a mysterious photo of herself drinking tea with the caption, "Karma knows your address." In the ultimate twist of all, Shawnee O'Neill liked a comment that stated, "Jackie is finally getting what she deserves. People do act in nice manners." The podcast released episodes labeled as emergencies. Reddit was filled with timelines, flowcharts, and crazy ideas, while YouTubers went deep. One theory even suggested Jackie was secretly part of an underground ring of celebrity scammers, operated under the direction of a stealthy Hollywood tycoon. Even if that theory had been pushed too far, after all it is the web, the courtroom thriller intensified as the trial continued. New evidence emerged, including one from a former producer of Basketball Wives that alleged Jackie had asked the editing department to chop certain scenes of nonprofit funds. If they would, they did. Jackie promised an off-the-record favor and a paltry bonus by the producer's account, but the ask was denied. She would find this tidbit. Haunting her lovers also emerged from hacked emails. "Let us keep this on the down low." One email, purportedly from Jackie to a business associate, stated, "Less paper is better in general." Bloggers had no time spreading the story. It quickly went viral. The backlash became an economic catastrophe, not just digital. Many businesses who had had dealings with Jackie disassociated themselves. "We no more have connections with Jackie Christie, and her site mysteriously went down," said a luxury hair company. Perhaps the most humiliating blow was when Doug's previous NBA team issued a statement distancing themselves from any allegations that could sully their reputation. Public humiliation in a chain reaction was about to make things even uglier. Let us call her Crystal. A former member of Jackie's inner circle, she leaked a document suggesting Jackie had kept a literal list of individuals who knew too much and had to be bribed, silenced, or cut off. The paperwork apparently included initials, payout amounts, and comments such as, "VP must guard her face being muzzled, ASAP." If this is so, it justifies what many had guessed. This was not a haphazard robbery. The operation was maintained quite organized. This is why public reaction has been a sense of betrayal rather than mere shock. Jackie was not to many merely a TV villain. She was a mother figure, an icon, and a person who never failed to find solutions to issues. She is currently in the midst of an outrageously unreasonable scandal. The courtroom suspense reached its peak as the second half of the trial was nearing an end. The testimony tomorrow will feature an FBI digital forensics expert, a celebrity accountant, and perhaps a secret audio tape, allegedly exposing Jackie. Discussing avoiding jail time on that tape is who is most likely to turn on Jackie in the future. Will Doug Christie finally lays to rest? All of this more will build in part 3. Jackie Christie's drama has yet to cease, and the tension continues to mount. With each new revelation, it is akin to witnessing a luxury ship slowly go under with all else, including celebrities, financial backers, and possibly politicians on board. The stakes are greater than they have ever been. And with the trial going on, the ramifications will grow increasingly worse. Grasp on hard, because this voyage is merely just begun. Courtroom drama is practically at its peak. Jackie's defense team is working pretty hard to clear the leaked emails, voice messages, and wire transfers to be sincere. Although this trial is much more than just a legal one, it is personal. The fallout is yet to come. Sources close to the issue assert that if Jackie owns up to some of the charges, her defense team is praying for a lesser sentence. They are attempting to make her appear to be a small part of a larger situation. But the FBI's analysts have already demonstrated her was in control, not just a player in this. What then Jackie could be facing? Legal analysts say she could spend as much as 25 years behind bars if she is convicted on all charges. In fact, 25 years is she is facing charges including conspiratorial, financial, and fraud charges. Still, public opinion speaks a very other story. It is not just Jackie in trouble. Rumors circulate about her husband and longtime benefactor Doug Christie. Maybe breaking a rule, his name continues to appear in the research and evidence against him is piling up from phony charities to strange payments linked to their joint accounts. Doug could be as much a part of it as Jackie. Some even think Jackie could turn on him to save herself. Doug is wrong if he thought Jackie's charm would protect him. Not a fairy tale, this is, and sometimes people will do whatever it takes to save themselves when they are in trouble. Will Doug betray his wife, or will he suffer with her? Though the public's opinions are unknown, much speculation is around it. Jackie's fans are quickly disappearing. She is being turned against in the internet space, and the response is growing louder with podcasts, talk shows, and social media, all reporting it. The scandal is rampant. Jackie's reputation has been hurt, and once your image is tarnished this way, recovery is difficult. Although some loyal supporters say she is being framed or misunderstood. Let us face it, the evidence is too overwhelming to ignore. Jackie is having a failing career. Her line of clothing is finished. Her shows are gone. Brands are removing her name from their websites. Nobody wants to be affiliated with someone suspected of such serious crimes. Doug's job isn't looking very good either. However, he hasn't said much, rumor has it. The NBA franchise he played for will also ditch him too. One insider commented, "We do not want to be involved in this. It is detrimental to business." Jackie may have thought her fame would protect her, but she's going to see that there isn't a second chance once people begin to lose faith. Between the tweets and the memes, although more is to this story, people are already walking away from her. It exceeds just fraud and money. Pondering, because it occurs, Jackie's past is much darker than the majority of people were aware. A former colleague from her entertainment life stepped forward with shocking claims. Remember the reality television show Jackie acted in playing the perfect wife? Well, this co-worker maintains her life was nothing like that. It was laden with control manipulation and a focus on her image. The Jackie folks saw on television did not exactly reflect Jackie. She was controlling everyone in her vicinity, including those who felt they were in her camp, leveraging her fame. What then is next? Although the legal battle is not yet over, Jackie evidently already finds things to be in deplorable condition. Should she be convicted, she could end up in a high-security jail. Her true worry, though, is whether she'll ever be in a position to rebuild her life. After all of this, can Jackie Christie assist in changing things around the scandal is hardly over, and the repercussions will only increase. We all speculate as the drama unfolds, if Doug Christie would stand by her or abandon her now to save himself. Jackie is caught up in all, and her world is crumbling. Our only glimpse is of what lies ahead. The truth is yet unfolding, and far more must be discovered. Make sure you enjoy this video, subscribe and comment, giving your thoughts. If you want to know what's next, what's first, will Jackie Christie prove to be one of the biggest celebrity hoaxes in history? Or will there be another twist? Watch. Tell us what you think. You wouldn't want to miss this one story after hearing all the shocking details. One is left wondering what happens next. Will Jackie make the entire consequences of her actions, or will something unexpected happen? And what about Doug? He will be the next to drop, or will he remain with her? People have varying opinions. The drama continues unfolding. Jackie's career and image are in danger. Do you think she can bounce back from this? Doe's actions will be what you would assume. Will he try to stay out of it, or will he get caught up in